Have you been fired from your job and something just doesn't feel right? Maybe you were let go after reporting discrimination or right after returning from medical leave. If so, you're not alone, and you might have a legal case. Hi, Avery here from Cielo Dei Voluntas, based right here in California, and we help people who've been wrongfully terminated reclaim their rights, restore their dignity, and get the compensation they deserve. Let's talk about how. Losing your job is more than just a financial hit. It's emotional, stressful, and sometimes traumatic, especially when it wasn't your fault. At Cielo Dei Voluntas, we've seen firsthand how wrongful termination turns lives upside down, and we're here to help turn things around. You may be entitled to justice, financial recovery, or even your job back. But the first step is knowing whether your termination was illegal under California law. In California, most employment is at will. That means employers can fire you for almost any reason or no reason, but not for the wrong reasons. Here's when a termination crosses the legal line. First, if you were let go after reporting workplace harassment, discrimination, or unsafe working conditions, that's retaliation, and it's illegal. Second, if you were fired because of your race, gender, age, disability, or religion, that's discrimination, and it's unlawful. Third, if you were dismissed while on or just after returning from maternity leave, medical leave, or family leave, that may violate federal and state laws. Fourth, if your employer violated a written or implied contract with you, that's also grounds for legal action. Fifth, if you were punished for refusing to do something illegal or unethical, you're protected as a whistleblower. These are just a few examples. Wrongful termination isn't always obvious, which is why speaking with an expert matters. Now, let's go a bit deeper and talk about the warning signs that your firing may have been unlawful. For instance, were you let go suddenly after complaining about workplace discrimination? Did you receive zero performance warnings or evaluations, but were fired out of nowhere? Were you dismissed shortly after supporting a coworker's complaint or asking for accommodations? Maybe you were replaced immediately after disclosing a disability or requesting time off for health issues. If any of this sounds familiar, it's time to stop guessing. At Cielo Dei Voluntas, we help you uncover the truth and take action. So, what do we actually do for you? At Cielo Dei Voluntas, we're not just another employment law firm. We specialize in wrongful termination, and we bring both legal skill and human empathy to every case. Here's how we help. We start with a free, confidential consultation. We listen to your story in detail. Then we evaluate your case thoroughly, reviewing documents, emails, contracts, and anything else that might help prove wrongful termination. Next, we create a strategy tailored to your situation. We don't do cookie cutter cases. Every case is built around your specific experience and goals. If necessary, we negotiate directly with your employer. And if they won't do the right thing, we are fully prepared to fight for you in court. Throughout the process, we communicate clearly and consistently. And yes, we speak both English and Spanish fluently. That's one of our proudest commitments, making justice accessible to more Californians. Job loss can break your routine, your confidence, and even your mental health. That's why we don't just offer legal expertise, we offer a human connection. We understand what you're going through, and we're here to support you, not just win your case, but help you move forward with strength. At Cielo Dei Voluntas, we listen deeply, fight fiercely, and treat every client with the dignity they deserve. Here's the truth. Not every lawyer is built for this kind of work. You don't need someone who just files paperwork. You need a firm that understands California employment law inside and out, someone who's prepared to challenge employers and win. That's what we do every single day at Cielo Dei Voluntas. And remember, the longer you wait, the harder it gets to build your case. Evidence fades, witnesses forget, and legal deadlines can expire. If this video helped you, share this information with someone you care about. Everyone deserves to know their rights at work. Don't stay silent. If you were fired unfairly, or even if something just doesn't feel right, you have every right to speak up. Feel free to share your story with us at hi@cdvlawfirm.com. We offer free consultations for these cases. And yes, we speak both English and Spanish. Subscribe to Cielo Dei Voluntas for more clear, honest legal guidance, built for California workers who are ready to stand up for themselves. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay empowered.